Welcome to 4 Minute Friday, where we invest 4 minutes in becoming leaders that look like Jesus. Now, if you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell down below, YouTube will email you every Friday when I put up a new video to save you having to wonder when it's coming. Anyway, today let's talk about leadership stress. Yeah? At the same time someone becomes a leader, they instantly increase their stress load. They add a couple of points to the anxiety that they wake up with in the morning. That's why you're feeling stressed. They increase the chances of less rest and more heartache. It's the nature of leadership, you see. Why do you suppose Jesus cherished getting away from it all so often to be with God? I did a parenting course recently, and I was told the research indicates that your starting threshold of stress when you wake up in the morning is already, before anything happens, 5 out of 10. For leaders, I'm convinced you start off at a 7. Because we're not just worried about our lives, right, and our stuff, but the lives of everybody we're leading. We should be concerned about them anyway. No leader is impervious to stress. We stress when things are in decline. We stress when things are growing. Yeah, we are ridiculous. Often, in both camps, we want the other. We don't realize this, but when things are growing too fast, we want it to slow down. And when things are going backward, we want them to grow forward. We're never satisfied as leaders. So given it's likely that these things are in play and you're stressed as a result, Peter says in 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your anxiety onto him because he cares for you. So how do we do that? Let's talk about de-stressing, not distressing. There are way more strategies than these couple that I'm about to give you, but I want to share these with you in the hope that they will help nudge you in the direction that God wants you to go, which has less stress in it. So take it or leave it, but here's what I found helpful. The first is preach the gospel to your stress. Not from a soapbox with a big megaphone on a Friday night when people are enjoying the one dinner they get out that year. No. Preach the gospel internally to your hidden motives. The gospel has powerful things to tell your stress. For example, what you're stressing about isn't yours to stress about. It belongs to God. That God is in charge, even if your perception isn't allowing you to see it. You were made for a relationship with Jesus, not a relationship with stress. The closer you are to Christ, the harder it is for your stress to stick. The primary person you need to lead is yourself, so lead yourself closer to Christ. That's what the gospel speaks to us. So preach the gospel to your stress. Secondly, isolate that stress. My home is a home of peace. I don't want leadership stress invading my peaceful home, or my marriage, or my kids' lives, or my downtime, or my Sabbath. You need to go Gandalf on your stress. You need to pick a line where you tell your stress, you shall not pass. And then maintain that. Like limit your social media viewing, your phone notifications, turn them off, your reachability at times, your email opening, and so on. Number 3, develop healthy releases. How good is it that God gives all of creation a day off? That includes you. You're always a leader, but you're not meant to carry the stress of leadership everywhere you go all the time. Find an activity that becomes therapy for you. For me, it used to be fishing. It's now photography. You need something you can escape to and be consumed by because your soul needs it. Number 4, catch up with a supervisor, a leader, or a counselor frequently. Talk to and lean on high caliber professional people regularly who are safe sounding boards and wise inputs. Do not let that go. Number 5 on my list, don't be scared to engage the issues. You see, sometimes our stress comes from avoidance. It's because we should have that chat, we should pick up the phone, we should deal with that issue, we should fix that problem, and we just haven't. We've put our head in the sand with the hope that when we come up for air, it's gone. It never goes away, ever. So be courageous and engage. That's it from me today. I hope this has helped, and I invite you to enjoy these 4 questions. See you next week.